funny how most people think they're making conscious, rational decisions all day, when research shows 95% of decisions are actually made subconsciously by mental shortcuts your brain runs without you knowing. You think you chose that coffee shop because you like the vibe. Your brain chose it because of the mere exposure effect. You've walked past it 50 times. You think you hired that candidate because they're qualified. Your brain chose them because of the halo effect. They're attractive. How much of your behavior is actually you, and how much is unconscious programming you're not even aware of? Let's start with something fundamental. People remember emotions more than details. We often forget what someone said, but we rarely forget how they made us feel. Emotional memory imprints more deeply because emotions activate the amygdala, a part of the brain involved in memory processing. Think about an argument you had years ago. You might not remember the exact words, but you remember how angry or hurt you felt. Next, the halo effect. When someone is physically attractive or likable, we tend to assume they're also intelligent, honest, or capable, even when there's no evidence. This skews both hiring decisions and social perceptions. Your brain takes one positive trait and unconsciously assumes other positive traits exist. Now let's talk about mirror neurons. When you see someone cry, wince, or smile, your brain activates similar regions as if you were experiencing it yourself. This helps us empathize and connect on a subconscious level. You're not consciously deciding to feel empathy. Your brain is automatically mirroring what it sees. Here's one that surprises people. Multitasking actually reduces efficiency. The human brain can't effectively perform two high-level tasks at once. Instead, it switches rapidly between them, leading to decreased productivity, increased errors, and cognitive fatigue. You're not doing two things well. You're doing two things poorly. Dopamine drives more than just pleasure. It plays an even bigger role in motivation. It pushes us to seek rewards and chase goals, even if the outcome isn't guaranteed. That's why you keep scrolling social media even when you're not enjoying it. Your brain is chasing the next dopamine hit. Body language makes up 55% of communication. More than half of our communication is nonverbal. From posture and facial expressions to hand gestures and tone, nonverbal cues often say more than words. Your brain is constantly reading these signals, even when you're not consciously aware of it. Humans instinctively conform to social norms. Even when people know something is wrong, they may go along with the crowd to avoid standing out. This is conformity bias, and it's a survival mechanism rooted in our evolutionary need for group acceptance. Your brain prioritizes belonging over being right. Social rejection activates the same brain areas as physical pain. Brain scans show that being socially excluded lights up the same brain areas as when experiencing physical pain. Your brain treats social exclusion like a physical threat. First impressions are formed in under 7 seconds. People make snap judgments about you within seconds, often before you've said a word. These impressions are largely based on appearance, body language, and tone of voice. Your brain is wired to make fast judgments for survival. Scarcity triggers desire. When something seems limited, people tend to want it more. This is the scarcity principle, and it's often used in marketing. Only 2 left in stock, to drive behavior through fear of missing out. Your brain interprets scarcity as value. The Dunning-Kruger effect describes how individuals with low competence tend to overrate their skills, while highly competent individuals may underestimate theirs. This cognitive bias affects everything from driving to leadership. Your brain has a hard time accurately assessing its own abilities. The mere exposure effect increases liking. The more often we see or hear something, even unconsciously, the more we tend to like it. This is why brands repeat their logos and jingles. Familiarity breeds comfort and preference. Your brain mistakes familiarity for preference. So, what's the takeaway? These psychological facts reveal just how much of your daily life is influenced by subconscious processes you're not consciously aware of. By understanding these patterns, you can improve how you interact with others, make decisions, and manage emotions. Your brain is running programs you didn't write, but once you know they're there, you can start rewriting them.